So Camberwell is a premier suburb of Melbourne with a population of just under 22,000 as of the last census. It's located 10 kilometres east of Melbourne City. Camberwell is serviced by a number of train stations. We've got Camberwell, East Camberwell, Ribarsky, Wilson and Hartwell. The suburb features 4 schools. 3 schools that bear the Camberwell name are located just outside of the boundaries of the suburb. Their names are Camberwell Girls Grammar School, Camberwell Grammar School and Camberwell High School. Now, a lot of the real estate was developed in the 1880s. That's when Camberwell had their land and property boom. And you'll find a lot of the houses that were built in the early 1900s are still around today. In its original look, you'll find that a lot of the area has been protected by covenants that protect the look, feel, skyline of the area. So you'll find 3 types of real estate in the area of Camberwell. One is a commercial land. It's a light commercial. It's located near Burke Road. There is no industrial land in this suburb. You'll also find dense apartments, high-rise apartments in and around the train stations, and also your normal housing like residential property, townhouses, units and houses. In saying that, even though Camberwell features some of Melbourne's oldest real estate, the quality of housing is phenomenal. Like, some of the renovations that I've seen in this suburb are probably some of Melbourne's most expensive renovations. Houses that could easily feature in magazines of interior design magazines that really showboat some of the best kind of materials you can use when it comes to designing and putting fixtures and fittings through a property. So buying real estate in this pocket is really difficult. The properties are held very tightly and they come on the market almost once in a generation. So you'll find outer suburbs properties turn over every 7 years. The middle belt of Melbourne, like a Glen Waverley kind of areas, can turn over every 15 to 20 years. In these areas, houses can be held in families through generations. It's not uncommon to see houses that are on the market right now being listed for the first time in 40 or 45 or so years. So the choice method of sale by local real estate agents in the area is an auction method of sale. So it's a very high pressure environment. You'll find the pricing for properties that are during an auction campaign is quite different to the final sale price. If you're unprepared for this selling strategy, if you're not familiar with how this operates, it's called underquoting, and it can be quite a sobering experience to the new buyer to this property market. So essentially how you counteract this is you need to make sure you understand the local marketplace, what a house is worth, basically understanding comparable sales. So when you have the combination of low stock volumes, many affluent buyers, it becomes really difficult to buy, particularly when agents are, I guess, a bit elusive when it comes to market value and advertising a real property price versus a price that just generates interest at open for inspections. So I always recommend using a professional buyer. The buyer's agents in this scenario are able to kind of lower your education time or time on market to learn how the market works locally, what needs to be done at an auction to win, and also make sure you're focusing your energy into the right property, because there really is nothing worse than going through the process of an auction, doing everything that you need to do to be prepared, and realize at that point that you're putting your energy into the wrong type of real estate. So for more information on buying in this beautiful suburb of Camberwell, you can visit our website. You'll find a lot of resources there on how to buy property, how to be successful from the perspective of bidding at auction, negotiating with real estate agents, how to beat a real estate agent at their own game, particularly around auctions, private negotiations, how to select properties, pretty much everything to do with the topic of buying property. So just visit Wise Real Estate Advice and click on the resources page.